Okay, I don't know. Whoops! Hopefully you guys could hear me. I am walking. I have to get my little exercise in. Um, okay, I'm live. This isn't my plan live. My plan live I'm doing later, hopefully later tonight. But I do want to let you know that I will be going over um, Rosemary Bly's information as well as the Here's house. So what I did as a field trip was I went to visit. Can you all hear me? Let me put this up. Can you all hear me? Let me know. Um, I went to on a road trip to go check out Grandis's parents' house. So, oh, good. Hi, guys. Grandis's parents' house. Frederick and Cora Here's home. Now, the reason I did that, first of all, I was able to. Second of all, it is 4 miles from John Wayne Gacy's house. 4 miles. So, because I've been in doing some research on John Wayne Gacy, because I always thought that um, Don Don reminded me of him. Before I go any further, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Hi, Muffin Top. Um, can you hear me good? Quite loud with all these cars. And everything I do is for the sake of the missing children. After doing research on John Wayne Gacy, um, hi, Judy, and then went back to my research on the Harrer family because my thought process is it goes back in Candace's family way deeper than the Wells family, all the way back to the Harers, because I did a whole video on them, you guys, if you go look on their family reunion, and their family reunions aren't family reunions that you'd want to be at. So, sorry, I'm out of breath, I'm exercising. Um, so I went, and I first went to the library to get the information on where they lived in the 1930s. So they lived in this house in the 1930s, and then the Here's have always been in greenhousing and farming, so forth, right? And then from there is when they got into the farms and went to Wisconsin. The library gave me, and I'll put this up later, the census reports. Um, the census reports. And that's how I went off of it. And then I made sure and I confirmed information with the zoning. Because let me tell you something, their address doesn't exist anymore. They took those numbers down off of their street. There was 1785 Everett Street. There was no 1785 Everett Street. I videotaped it. Now, I could be totally wrong, but when you guys see the backyard of this house and the way the chairs are set up, kind of like what I just showed you in the intro picture, and the way that they have those backyard lights, they have massive tree trunks cut down. They have a trailer hidden in the back, and next to the house is a White House. It looks just like the White House that Candace shows when she's smoking the cigarette and the ashes fall on her sweatshirt, as well as the statue. It was all there. So I went knocking on the door because I didn't want anyone coming out and telling me, you're trespassing. I'm standing outside videotaping, and I knocked on his door. I'm like, because this 1785. The guy was completely out of it. He made sure I wasn't taping. He said, this has always been this address, 1807. I'm like, no, I don't think so, because 1784 is across from you. And that's when I decided to go a little deeper. And I did stay in videotape. And there are some things that really disturbed me over there. And I'm going to put that out tonight, as well as the Rosemary Bly information. The backyard, the plants, the furniture. As soon as I pulled up, I'm like, huh. And right walking distance, right down the street from them, walking distance, like a minute or two, is the church for Christ, the same one it's the one that John Wells was brought up in. Seventh-day Adventist Church, whatever. It's right there. It's walking distance. To me, it looks like both those lots are one, because the backyard that looked extremely familiar to me, right next to it was like a white brand new house, but it's not a house. It's not a house. It's like a garage, a massive garage. And I walked over there, and behind that was that trailer on top of a hidden door. The wheels are on top of it, and then that's where the wood is, and that's where this crazy looking door is. So I'm going to put that out there just because I may be completely off my whacker and completely wrong, but my heart tells me that this goes back to the Wells property. I mean, the Harer's house, and Harer's house. The Harers. This is the Harers family upbringing. And then I took pictures of the new house. I went over to where John Wayne Gacy's house was. As I was there taking photos, there are like two other cars come by taking photos. I'm sure that guy does not like it, but I just thought I'd get some photos for you guys just because I was there, right? So I'll be back, show you the videos, and show you the clips. What time? I'm thinking maybe 9. I'll set a time. I wish I knew how to put, let me look, photos up here. Or else I would do it while I'm walking. But the videos are good to see because I'm going to compare it to the actual photos of Summer Moon in that backyard sitting in the same chair. Yeah. So I will set a time, let's say around 8, and then I'll give you guys a little heads up. All right. Hi, guys. Then I will see you later around 8. Look at the picture I used for this cover, and you'll know that this is kind of what I'm doing. You're going to put it this way. It was way too familiar to me. And there's a reason that I went there. I mean, I got there. I'm like, what am I doing here? And then as soon as I pulled up, I'm like, Oh, now I know what I'm doing here. All right, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.